Good afternoon and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today I would like to discuss whether you can make $50 a day on a $5,000 account. I think you can. First of all, you need a profitable, simple strategy. Today we're going to look at the RSI strategy. And then you need a win rate that's greater than 55%. A lot of people don't know their win rate. To do that, you need to track your trades. And to predict what your win rate would be is to actually do some back testing or visual back testing, where you place a trade and then see if it would have been profitable over time. You can do this by manual process. It takes a little longer. I use a back tester. Then you need a basket of stocks that work well with your chosen strategy. Again, you do a back test and pick the best stocks. And then you back test it again over a longer period of time to see if it worked out. Now, backtesting has nothing to do with the future, but if they worked in the last 2-3 years, there's a good chance that it might continue to work. And remember, even if you have a backtested system, it's very hard to trade that system because you make manual mistakes, keying mistakes. You set your stops too close based on the current day's volatility. You might have entry delays, and where you thought you were going to enter at the open and you enter 2 hours later. Lots of things can happen. It's very hard to trade your back test, but you can try, and the back test gives you a guide. Let's take a look. Just to get it started, this is a chart, an OmniBroker chart of Procter & Gamble. It's a daily chart, and you can see that we've had an uptrend here and a downtrend here. Very obvious. A lot of these things, when you look at the history, it's very obvious, but it's very difficult right here to predict the future. We have the 200-day moving average in orange and the 50-day moving average in red and green. Green means the stock price is trading above it, and red means the stock price is trading below it. And it's a 50-day, so it's an average. I use a zigzag indicator to give me a visual. This is a zigzag indicator, and we take a trade in the RSI when the indicator is pointing in that direction. We also take an RSI signal when the RSI is above the 70 or below the 30 and comes around. Usually that happens at a zigzag. And I put little dots in there when it was below or above, and the green dots are buy and the red dots are sells. Okay, so in this case here, the zigzag has changed. In the last 4 bars, the RSI was above, and we can take a trade. And there it is. And that would have been a nice move. So basically, the rules are you have to have the zigzag change. You have to have an RSI in the last 4 bars where it was above and now it's below. And that's essentially it. Instead of using the zigzag, you could have used the 50-day moving average as your change and took a trade down here a little later. But I'd prefer to have a little quicker change. And the reason why I like to zigzag it, because visually it filters out all the noise. Now let's see how our system performs. For the last year, setting up the back tester, we started at the month of March, today's the last day of February, and go into 2021. We're trading with $10,000. Now we have a $5,000 account, but with margin, it goes to 20. But you never want to trade the full 20 because you get margin calls. So you never. I'm trading about half of my margin, or for a small count. That way I don't get, on a bad couple days or weeks, I don't get margin calls. So that's why it's 10. We're going to set our stops at 2% loss and profit target at 5%. This way, when I win, I always win more than I lose. And then, if the trade doesn't work out after 18 days, I cut it off. Back testing it, we execute all these trades for the last year. Let's look at a report. There's our $10,000, and we ended up with $14,000 increase. That's very, very good. Wow. There was 665 trades. That's a lot of trades. Let's break this down. There is 253 trading days times $50. You're going to try to make $50 a day equals 12,000 650. So certainly this has done it. 665 trades a day breaks it out to be 14 a week. And that's doable. So it is possible to make $50 a day using the RSI based on the criteria that I outlined. But that's a lot of trades. Let's see if we can break it down, maybe make the win. And so let's only choose the best stocks that trade well with the RSI, and see what we have. Remember 665, the number of trades. And our win rate, by the way, is 66%. And remember now, we always win more than we lose. And that's a good, so this is good. Now I'm going to choose from my list of best stocks. And that list is right here. And those are Procter & Gamble, Pepsi, some of the bigger names, J&J, Johnson & Johnson, Oracle. Let's see if we can get a better rate. Let's do a back test. Let's look at the report. And this time we have a lower profit by about $2,000. But we also have a lot less trades. Let's break this down again. 50 trades, $50 a day times 253 days equals 12,650, just like we had before. It's close, not quite, but a lot of less trades. They had 665. This is 300, about half the amount of trades, and it almost made the same amount of money. So I prefer to trade with a smaller number of stocks than the general domain, which we tested first of all with every stock, 180 stocks in the domain, and chose this instead now around 50 stocks, and achieved almost the same price and almost to $50 a day. So I believe I would go with the smaller domain, the best stocks. The best stocks were for last year, and we're making the assumption that they will remain the best stocks this year. It's a good assumption. I mean, so I think it is possible to make $50 a day using the RSI single and not getting too fancy. Let's go to the summary. So if you want to make $50 a day, first of all, you need to find yourself a profitable strategy that does better than 70%. 60 to 70% is good. And then when you do win, you must win more than you lose. You must have a basket of stocks that work well with your chosen strategy. And you can do the back test to see which one of those stocks they are. I'm using OmniBroker, which allows me to do and check a basket full of stocks or a large amount and pick the best ones. You must back test for more than 1 year to see if it's possible, with the assumption that if it did well last year, it'll do well this year. And remember, even though you back tested it, it's very hard to trade your system because you make human mistakes and you have human emotions, and they all play into your strategy. But yes, you can make $50 a day. Please like and subscribe to this video. Do your own due diligence, and we'll see you next time. Next time I will do MACD and some others. Thank you.